Welcome back, YouTube. Today we've got, is it Elementals? We didn't really get any of the Elemental synergy like payoffs, but I did pack 1 pick 1 and Ashling Rekindled, and a pack 2 pick 1 Ashling's Command. So that kind of put us really hard into Elementals pretty early. I think I have a solid base here with all of these 2-drops, so we're not going to miss 2. And then we got a couple of big guys, the Sign Striker and the Colress Zealot. Got some good removal spells. I did draft 2 Cinder Strikes, but we're only running 1, and 2 Tweezes. Plus we got this really cool card, Dream Harvest, which I'm looking forward to trying out. That's it for the deck tech. Let's jump into the games, and I'll see you in just a second. We found our first opponent, Heracris. Wondering why they didn't just go with Heracross. We got a 2, we got a 3, we got possibly the best spell in our entire deck, and plenty of mana. Let's keep this hand. The fun thing about this deck is there are a lot of ways to get rid of cards. So what I'm going to be doing is... What I'm going to be doing is just... Once I get to like 6 or 7 mana, I'm going to be keeping the rest of the lands in my hand to pitch away to things like Ashling or the Goblin or what have you. Alright, would I rather have the 3-3 or the 3-2 that can pay me back? I think I'd rather just get the 3-3 on the board. I'm not going to be blighting right away. This is like a very late game ability. So this is just like a hill giant. Maybe that means I should play the Changeling first then. Because once this creature dies, I get a bonus. And if the bonus is, say, like a land, I would even want to play that. I don't want to be exiling a land in the late game after I've got enough lands to play, because then I'm stuck in a spot where I can't pitch it to get a real card. No blocks. You got it. He hesitated for a while, so it means that he didn't really want to lose that 1-1, but he thought that the Squelcher was not going to bother. Now, the good news about the Squelcher is all my spells can't be countered, and my all my creatures have Ward 2, so he can't really... Sorry, I'm saying he. They can't really remove it unless they pay 2 life. Next turn, I don't have a huge plan. Like, the Sting Slinger is not a bad card. I'm not sad about that. But hopefully we draw something better. I know that 4-drops in the deck are a little few and far between. Now, we talked about that in the deck tech a little bit. I don't know if it's me just missing them as a personal bias, or if it's the format doesn't have a lot of great answers at 4. Huh. Let's see what happens. And this is why we played the Changeling first. To give us options. Now, hopefully we don't hit a huge spell. Opponent, you just gotta press space. You can't counter this ability. I mean, I guess they could. I don't think there's any stifles in the format. Anyway, so I don't know if I'm missing the 4-drops or if there just really aren't any good ones, but this is another deck where there is a noticeable deficit at 4. I've got a lot of 2s, and I've got a lot of 5+, but 4 just has nothing. Opponent, all you have to do is click accept. This is not a hard decision. I think they're a little upset I killed their death-touching elf. I think they really didn't plan for that. I'm hoping that it's not a salty rope where they quit, because I'd like to get a full game in. But, okay. There we go. Perfect. So now I can either play the Sting Slinger, or we can play the Tweeze. And I think we're going to play the Tweeze, and we're going to already start discarding lands. Discard this island. We get the Sourbred Auntie now next turn, but we also have Ashling's Command if they play a bunch of little dudes. Alright. Feeling good. Alright, okay. So, I have 5 mana, which in order to best do my job, I'm going to do 3 and a 2 to keep everything going. I'm not going to block with that. Then if they want to attack me, I can double block with these 2 and kill it. If not, what I can do is potentially turn everything sideways next turn and wipe things out with the Ashling's Command. I don't really have any good elementals that I'd want to copy. Yep. Okay. So sure. I guess the only thing I'm going to be getting is this mountain. So not terrible. We can get in with this. May as well. The goal here, though, would be to copy a good elemental while also wiping their board. Drawing 2 cards is not bad as a secondary mode. Summit Sentinel, sure thing. Sourbred Auntie's going to come in. I'm going to blight my Flamekin. And then... Okay, so we're going to hold on to this. Like I said, we're looking for things to pitch now. If I attack with these 2, I can kind of surprise them with the Ashling's Command. Or we can just be smart. Sure. Now it's worth interrogating if I want to play this island or not. Because it would give me one more option for the Ashling's Command. Whereas I might also just pump this again. Or I might want to play Sourbred Auntie. I think we're just going to do this. I'm going to attack like that. If they block, they're going to double block. Try to kill the Summit Sentinel. But luckily, I have the ability to choose what dies. And if that's the case, I will buff my Mauler again. Yep. So that's how we're going to do it. They get to keep their 1/3, and I'm going to hold on to this island, because now I have no use for it. They've still done a whole lot of nothing, which kind of concerns me. Does that mean they have a lot of big stuff in their hand? Or does that mean that their deck is just a whole lot of nothing? It's hard to tell when we're sitting down here at the bottom of bronze. You want to kill the Blossom Bind? Nah. That would have been too nice. That Chomping Changeling is a very good card, too. Alright, one more island. So I think we're going to go to attacks. Because now we've got the Ashling's Command where I'm going to draw 2 cards. And deal 2 damage. Okay. So we're going to... Target player draws 2 cards. Deals... So target player to draw 2 cards. I'm so glad they cleared up the way that these work. They're looking to get rid of my Hexing Squelcher. Let's see if they're able to do it. I think they probably have a card in their hand that saves a targeted creature from removal, but they weren't planning on player being targeted. That's my read. Okay. I have a Cinder Strike. I've got 3 lands in my hand. I think I'll play one of them. But yeah, we want to keep the next 2 to kind of cycle out. Got my Sourbred Auntie still. Really want to play those cards on my Flamekin. Get 2 goblins, and we'll have a ton of power on the board out of nowhere. This Hexing Squelcher landed on the first turn of the game, and they just haven't been able to deal with it since. Okay, they've got a filter. Wow, I seriously wonder what they're doing. Either way, not for me to figure out. Let's just turn the man sideways. His hexings do be vexing. Opponent, can I turn the man sideways, please? And then my goal post-combat, no matter what, is going to be Ashling plus Sourbred Auntie. I could have Cinder Strike to this creature, but I don't care. It's a 1/3. What's it going to do to me? This guy, though, is slow as molasses. His plays, they take some time. There you go. You finally got rid of it. Do you feel proud of yourself? So we're going to play Ashling. Discard a mountain to draw a card. Play the Sourbred Auntie. Blake this guy because he's done his job. Again, still don't care about Cinder Striking that Wickermaw, so we'll end turn. I'm going to transform my Ashling not to cast a 4-mana spell, but literally just to transform it back next turn. Because that is going to be another issue that I run into where I'm not able to get rid of these lands effectively. I hope I draw a 4-mana spell, or greater, but even if I don't, I'm going to be transforming the Ashling, unless it dies here. Yes please. This guy's deck seems awful. Like, legitimately awful. He's played a bunch of 1-attack doodads. Got the Hovel Hurler. There's no green board wipe. There's no blue board wipe, so I guess I'll just play it. Why would you do me like that? There, give that token flying, making my Hovel Hurler slightly bigger. Then we'll go to attacks. Okay. The thing that's killing me with this guy and his responses is he's taking forever to do them. I wish he would just do the thing. You got it. Cool. And, like, everything he's played has been 1 power, hasn't it? Am I missing something? Oh, yeah, the Graspling. But he traded that in for no reason. Okay. Sure. So we'll start by playing Ashling. Discard a island. Draw a card. Got another removal spell. What happens when you cast it? Oh, nothing. So I may as well. Sure. Attack with the -1. Finally, we're down to regular speed, because he only has 1 card per turn. 3 damage to any target means that this can possibly end the game a little bit quicker. Obviously, I'd rather use it as a removal spell, but I want to get this game over with. To be honest, this guy it's pulling teeth at this point. He's got 1 card in his hand with 6 mana. He can either play it, or he can't. Like, there's nothing to think about here. Great, it's a land. Auto pay. Sure, red. We'll use it this time. And then we'll use the double red to give, I don't know, my Ashling flying. And then we'll attack. Thank Christ. Okay, so after much ado, we've won a game. We're going against GBK Funkman, the Fervent. Opponent goes first. This is an almost... Maybe it is a keep, because I can Ashling. I've got the Kolrath Zealot I can cycle if I desperately need an island. But I've also just got this Ashling that will get me something else. Let's keep it. It's a 2-land, and they don't even have both colors. But there's enough play here that I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, and they discarded a card, so we're actually up 2 cards because we get the first draw while they miss it. The problem is tempo. They're going to have, if they have a play here, they are up on tempo. We've got Cinder Strike, we've got Ashling Rekindled. Like, I'm not feeling terrible. Yeah, great. We got tempo now, too. So I'm going to play Ashling Rekindled, and I'm actually going to pitch the Glamour Gifter. The right move is probably to pitch this Dream Harvest, but I've got big old, like, greedy circles in my eyes. You got it, Midnight Tilling. Ooh, Bloodline Bidding in the yard. That makes me so happy to see. That card can turn a game on its head. Kill my Ashling. I can't trigger it this turn. And kill my Ashling. Okay. That's fine. So I am going to cycle this Kolrath Zealot, because I need blue now. Give me the island. And we'll play it. Next turn, I don't have any good plays unless they put something on the board, which they still haven't done. There you go. I think I'm going to just Cinder Strike that, because that's all I need to do. But I can do it with tempo now that I drew this Flamewing Guild Lever. Just the regular kill, please and thank you. Yeah, 1 for 1ing an opponent when we're up on 2 cards is pretty good for me. Hovel Hurler next turn. Get that started. I've got Tweeze if I have to get rid of something immediately. Like this does, I don't care about that. It's funny because I could care about that. But I don't care about it. Do they want to trade? Maybe. We have 5 this turn. If we draw a land from the natural draw or the Flamekin, it's going to be 6. So that'll be 2 and 2. So yeah, let's go to attacks. Let's see if they want to trade that. They don't. Okay. So I'm going to play my land. I'm going to play my Hovel Hurler. And pass turn. Turn target elf card. Right, so they can't get the Sure, you got it. And that's going to trigger. It's going to make it a 4-4, or 3-4, sorry. Alright, so we once again have gotten a little screwed. Give me that Island. Now I can either attack and have them block, or I can put my Hovel Hurler in the air. So I think we're going to attack and see what they want to do. If they block with both, I'm going to tweeze their Morkant's Loyalist, and it's going to be hysterical. Damage, damage, and turn. Still got this tweeze open. Next turn, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's do it. Enjoy that. Decline to discard, because these cards are very good. What are they getting? Is it the Lifelinker? Something else? Ooh, that is not great for you. So, let me attack with the Hovel Hurler again and see what they want to do. Sure. Alright, and let's harvest their dreams. I will play this. And I will make an elf. Cool. That was fun. Also, my Hovel Hurler can throw the Moonglove Extractor, so I can get a draw off that. Oof, that first strike is going to suck, though. Okay. So I'm going to throw this. I'm going to tweeze this. That's a good card to see for the next turn. And then I'm going to throw this. And then we're going to attack all. Yep, that makes sense. But you're at 3. And turn. Is that an elemental? That's a giant. Uh-huh. That was a very good card. However, target player draws 2. And target player loses 2 creatures. Yep, and there we go. 2 down. Let's keep it going. Okay, we've got 2 2-drops. We've got 3 2-drops. We've got Ashling's Command, which is MVP. We've got the Colrat Zealot we can mount, we can cycle if we need to. So I think this is a keeper. Yeah, that's very loud. Can you turn that down? If I can hear the buzz, it's too loud. So I think on 2, we're going to play the Flame Chan Mauler. Just to start getting on the board already with a 2-2. And then if they block with, they have like a 1-3, I can literally take, oh, okay. So, here's the question. Nope, there's no question. I'm going to cycle the Zealot to get the mountain that I need to play the Cinder Strike and keep tempo very positive. Because now they need to find some answers. Plus, I've got the Sizzling Changeling that comes out next turn. Cool. Don't want to blight it? Are you sure? Okay, so there's 2 options here. I can Glamour Gifter Grizzle Glutton, or I can Changeling. I think we're going to start with attacking and seeing what they do. They do block. Okay. So that means that this surprise isn't going to be a surprise, so I may as well play the Changeling. Oh, Luminalisk. Gain 1 life. Alright, what does this do besides deal 2 damage and draw some cards? Until the end of your next turn. Okay. And surprise! traded my 3-drop for their 4-drop, plus I got an extra card. This is getting played next turn. I guess we'll play Gristlegut too. Alright. Their own Changeling? Sure. I could tweeze it. The better use of my mana would be to Ashling's Command. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to target player draws 2 cards and target player. So I'm going to get... It's basically a 3-for-1. I've also got 2 islands now that I can tweeze away. He's got a Flash Convoke 4/2, which is going to die to the tweeze if he plays it. Especially since he's only going to have the... There you go. Aetherborn, that's cute. So we're going to do this. Goodbye. Discard a card. And then we'll play the Ashling, discarding the other island. We've got a lot of little guys right now, but we are able to dig. We're digging like Dig Dug. Next turn, we flip the Ashling. You always go with Weird. Weird's a nice one. Coward. You know, send your opponent a message. Cool. So I'm going to play the blue. Sure, add 2 blue. And then we'll play the Kulrath Zealot, basically for free. Gives me another card. Can't cycle that mountain, so there we go. He's got reach, so we are effectively dead on the board. Well, not dead on the board, but our attacks are dead. That one pummeler is kind of holding my entire squad back, so I need to get rid of it. Next turn, Ashling flips again. I can pitch this mountain. Yep, you've got no targets. You're just playing a 1/2. And Chaos Spewer. You can't pay 2, so you're going to blight the Changeling. Oh, you blight itself. That seems a little weird. But okay. So, we're going to flip. Sure. Let's add red. And then pay 1 of those red to flip it. Discarding this mountain. Giant Fall. Oh, what a draw. What a draw. So let me play... That makes more sense. And then we're going to Giant Fall. Target creature I control. Deals damage to creature and opponent controls. And then we're going to turn these 2 mans sideways. And deal some damage. I could play the Flamekin, but I'm not planning on it. This, if it misses Elemental, it can hit me a basic that the Ashling will want. Ooh. That card did me a number on pre-release. But if they attack, they lose. So all it did was draw a couple of cards. The guy I was playing against had like one of the 6 power giants, and then a 0 mana, the mana maker, the 2 mana green one. So he drew like 6 cards, and everything got like +6/+6. Yep. So you have 3 colors. You're dealing 3 damage. You're picking that, which is a choice. I think the right choice was absolutely Ashling, because that's going to get so much value. You got it. I get dealt 8. My turn. We will pay. Transform my Ashling again. And we'll see if we get something big. We don't. We got Steam Vents, which is going to give us a card to pitch. I think we're going to pitch it right now, too. Okay. Then we'll play this to maximize our mana. Then we're going to go to attacks. He's got to block the 6, so he takes 2. They've got to block the 6, so they take 2. And Ogre Pet is pretty much knocking on the door of being dead. I don't know why they were so obsessed with getting in that attack last turn, but it is what it is. Red. Auto pay. We'll discard the Sneakling. We will discard the Sneakling. All right. Beautiful. And then we will play the Torchmaster. I'm going to blight the Flamekin again. Yep. That's how that works. So we're going to blight the Flamekin to give my 4/3 with Trample haste. And then we're going to turn this sideways, turn this sideways, turn this sideways, and attack with this. And you know what? Attack with those two as well, because they have to block the big things. They could potentially eat Ashling, which would be sad, but at this point, they'd be taking too much damage from other sources. Ooh. They really want to make sure that my Colwrath Zealot is dead. I totally understand that. But this is going to wipe their board, and I'm going to kill them? They didn't block the 4 trample? Yeah, so they've decided that they can't do that because they have to kill the Guildweaver. Okay. So you're not dead, but you're just about. You've got 1 creature on board to my 6. Just a minute, Adrian. Good game, opponent. I will let them get in for their big hit. 6 damage, no blocks. And then we're going to just turn the man sideways and win the game. We've got 2 red mana again. But this time we don't have an easy option to get more mana. So I think we're going to mulligan. There, that's way better. So I'm going to throw away the sourdough auntie. Sour bread auntie. And that'll get me going. 2, 3, 4. I have a lot of red mana. Sorry, a lot of blue mana considering this deck is heavy red. So, something to keep in mind. Alright, do they want to trade their Sig? Probably not, but we'll try. How about it? You want to trade Sig? No. Okay. So I'm going to play my Changeling, which will give me a good blocker. Sig can't be blocked in this form. Can he be blocked on the backside? Nope. Can never be blocked. So I got to get a removal spell for that card. He's ramping. Really? Okay, well, first thing we're going to do is go to attacks. And that's why we didn't play a land, because if we exile a land here, we'd rather play that land. We didn't. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Well, I can't let that Ashling die, so we're going to play it. We're going to cycle this island already. I do need more lands, but I'd rather have them be mountains at this point. I could cycle this Colrath Zealot, but considering next turn, if I draw a land, I can have it. Because I'm going to flip for blue, which will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I need to do is draw a mana source, and I can play this literally next turn. Unless that happens. Okay, so in that case, what are we doing here? I could cycle the Colrath Zealot to make another mana, or I could just hold on to it, which I think is what we're going to do. Formidable Speakers, very good card. It's a very good card. So I'm going to attack with my Flamechan Mauler. And if they block, we're going to kill them both. If they don't block, then we're going to play the Flamekin Guild Weaver. Oh, they got a Risen Reef. My turn. Okay. Let's attack with this and see what happens. Okay, they'll trade. That trade's good for me. They did kind of get the value out of it already. Yep, play your Risen Reef. Just don't have another Elemental on this turn. Okay, cool. So, once again, we're going to just turn the man sideways, see if they want to trade. They do not. Seems very smart. And we'll play our bigger guy. Next turn, we'll play another one of those. Or maybe we play the Flamekin. Uh-oh. And they don't want to trade that in, which makes sense. I'm a little sad that I'm still not drawing a single land. I could kind of force the issue with the Flamekin, but I think I'd rather play the Hovel Hurler, giving me the option to throw a Guild Weaver next turn, which will make my Hovel Hurler bigger too. Attacks Blight 1, we exile. Okay. Want to get rid of the Noggle? Want to get rid of the Noggle? This is the third game in this run where they've played that Chomping Changeling and it's done stone cold nothing. So I'm happy to see that. Okay. So I think we're going to throw... It's got to be another target creature. Okay, so I think we're going to do that. I'm going to give the Guild Weaver flying. I'm going to attack with the Guild Weaver that's flying. And then I'll play my Flamekin. I'm looking for a mountain or something cool. Alright, well, mountain it is. Next turn we do that again, but this time... Oh, lordy. And he makes a tree folk that can block flying. That's okay, because now they're out of cards in hand. We've still got a bunch. Did it? Did their... Sorry. Did their Chomping Changeling remove something in a previous game in this run? I don't think so. So we're going to throw this again. Gonna turn these mans sideways. Did you want to trade one of your big things in? You do. Okay. Counters on it dies. Exile that many cards from your library. I think I'm gonna rather get rid of the 6/6. I don't see any reason to be scared of counters yet. So we're just gonna, yeah, keep it going. Alright. Oh, it did trigger Risen Reef. You are right. It had one little effect. It got a Risen Reef trigger. I missed that interaction. That's on me. I missed the interaction between the Blighting 2 and the thing that died. Yep, I'm in a lot of trouble here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might be a lost game. They have definitely gotten a ton of value. Holy shit, they've drawn like 16 more cards than me. The Champion of the Weird is very good. We'll play it out. We'll play it out and see what happens. But I think, yeah, that was a very explosive turn. That Champion of the Weird, Shadow Urchin interaction I missed, and I could have stopped it if I had killed the thing first. Okay, you win. That was very good for you. Very good for you. Good job, Uzukutengu. This hand is terribly slow. This is way better. Okay, Steam Events on 1, Mountain Ashling on 2, or the Mauler maybe. I think we get rid of the island. Let's give him a holy hey, how do you do? Oh, we're not the only ones. We both have a shock land. Uh-oh. They're ramping. I think I'm going to play the Ashling right now. We'll pitch a mountain, draw a card, and then next turn we'll play a mountain and play the Guildweaver. I'll play an island, whatever, doesn't matter. I'll play the Flamekin Guildweaver. And then no attacks. Next turn, assuming it doesn't die, I have 6 mana to play with, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the treasure is 7. I could flip it. I could flip it. If I want to use the treasure. Sure. I will discard the Glamour Gifter, I think, to draw a card. Play a mountain, and then we play the Shine Striker. Auto pay. Go nuts. Draw 2. Draw 2 is just fine. And then I'll attack with the Guildweaver. If they want to 2-for-1 themselves, I'm pretty happy with it. Ooh, they got rid of Ashling. Probably the right call. I'm going to play one more mountain. And then we're going to go to attacks. Okay. Go to damage. All of this stuff happens at instant speed, so I'm going to play my creature onto the board and then pass the turn. So I've got Tweeze or Giant Fall or Buff the Mauler as my next turn play. Okay. Giant Fall can't kill that. So I got rid of their indestructible guy. I'm gonna take a bit of a damage here. No blocks. So I'm actually going to attack with everything and see how they block. Alright. Here's hoping they don't have a protection spell. They don't. So I just 2-for-1 myself, so that's alright. We got rid of the thing that was giving everything else a buff and making my life kind of miserable. And I think between the two of these, I would rather have the Changeling in play, slightly stronger, and more wanting to die. Alright. I have a couple more cashews, but I gotta stop. Alright. So. I'm going to attack with 3 in the air. I'm going to play my big old Zealot. Perfect. Now they have to be able to kill a flyer or protect it. And also watch out for my board. Yep. Nope. Right like that. Yep. The onboard trick will get you. Just gotta watch out for it. And good game. Alright. Alright, Marabou 84. We've got the Zealot to get to the Shine Striker. We've got a little bit of our big stuff here. But all we have to do is draw 1 land. Gets the Guildweaver in play. Will kind of get us there. Let's keep it. Alright. We start by playing the Squelcher on 2. Moonshadow. Very nice. Now that I have a blue mana, I'm less inclined to land cycle this Kulrath Zealot. You got it. Okay. Although I still might, just to make sure I hit this on 4. I think I'm going to, yeah. I'd rather keep my stuff, but I think it's worth doing. My opponent didn't do anything with their turn. It feels like they've got a removal spell. I'll grab basic island number 2 to make sure I can fire off this Shine Striker. Let's go ahead and go to attacks. Okay. Is it a kill spell? It's not. That resolved very fast. So we've actually got the Shine Striker next turn. Foraging Wickermaw. Sure thing. I do wonder what they didn't do last turn. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to start by attacking with my Guild Weaver and see if they want to get rid of it. Sure. You take 1. Your Moon Shadow does get bigger. So, I think we do it now. Do you have an answer? They do not. Okay, cool. And I'll play my Flamekin. Sneakling is fantastic next turn, because I can play this, and then that'll give you a 3rd card with Shine Striker. As long as it lives. Alright, they'd be digging in the bin. They don't have 2 cards that share a creature type, so they can only get 1 card back. Yep. Very good card to see. Slumbering Walker. Ugh. Okay, Scarecrow back. Okay. So, I guess we'll just play the Kolrath Zealot since we're apparently going big now. Ashling is beautiful. That'll come into play next turn. So will the Sneakling. We're gonna get ready for a big Shine Striker turn. There's nothing in the yard right now that the Slumbering Walker can get back. So if they attack me with the Wickermaw, I'm just going to block it with the Flamekin. Cool deck my opponent has, though. Abigail, stop showing up, please. You're very good. Could you please stop?
I can't.
Not you, Adrian. I'm talking to my opponent. They killed their Abigail? I guess she's done enough. Oh, I know why. Okay. Well, the Sneakling goes away. And then they're going to bring it back and give something else flying. You got it. Okay. So I guess first we're going to turn all of the men sideways. You got it. I will play that Ashling. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll pitch the Dream Harvest. And then we will tweeze the Dream Caesar. How does this work? Power 2 or less. Does it activate only once? No, then why is it... Oh, the abilities are removed from the thing. Got it. Decline. So all I have to do now is draw a land. Actually, I just got to flip my Ashling. If Ashling lives, Shine Striker comes out next turn. Right, Brownie Man, you got it before me, like usual. The flying bird, the Abigail, removes the rest of his abilities, so he cannot get better. So now it's just a 3/6 flying first strike, which I say just. Still a huge pain in the ass. But if they attack with it to gain the 3 life, then they lose the ability to block me for a bunch more. Cool. Cool, cool. Still can't really attack me with it. Okay. I couldn't block it anyway, so giving it indestructible till end of turn seems silly. Auto pay. Give me blue. I will play that Shine Striker, please and thank you. Draw 2 cards. I could play a land, but I'm kind of already out of big spells, so I'm happy to start trading them in. And then we attack with everything. If they want to trade the Squelcher for the Stoneback, I'm okay with that. Okay. End turn. I think we're still winning this race, even though they've got the lifelink. Yep, because they're going to attack for 6, go up by 3, they're going to go to 9. But I'm still swinging in for a lot more on my turn. Uh-huh. Ooh, there you go. Okay. So I'm going to add double red, I guess, and then we will pay a red to flip. We'll discard a island to draw a card. Mountain. I'll play another Guild Weaver. Create a treasure token. I've got no onboard tricks, so let's see what happens if nothing works out. I know they say math is for blockers, but it's worth interrogating. If they block my flyer with their 3/6, they gain 3 life. And let's say they block my Squelcher for 2. So they go to 9, then they take 6, they're down to 3. Yeah, I think that's fine. They could also kill my Ashling, so they'd take 1 more damage, but they'd lose the ability. I'd lose the ability to kind of filter through my deck. That was a weird block. I gotta lie. Not gonna lie. So they take 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're going to be at 3, which is what I predicted them anyway. I will have lost my Ashling. They get to keep their turn back. And past turn, hopefully the top of the deck is sweet to us, because we're kind of drawing dead a little bit. You got it. You can attack for 3. You now have a 4/4, which is a pain in the ass. We've got 3 lands in hand with no way to get rid of them. Tweeze off the top would be really cool. Another island. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. So there's 6 lands left in the deck. I'm going to play a Steam Vents and then pass. Because now if they block the 4/3, 4/4, 3/3 this. I deal 3 damage, they gain 3 life. So they're still at 3, and they still have a 3/6 that can fly. They can't really afford to use targeted removal as long as my Hexing Squelcher is in play. I just need to draw something that's not a land, and we'll see what we have. Like I said, the Tweeze would be really cool. Flamechen Mauler is almost there, because that's going to give my next turn an explosive end. Assuming it doesn't die. Cat. So next turn we are going to go wide with everything. And the Flame-Chan Mauler is going to get Menace beforehand. Uh-huh. So I'm going to take 7 in the air. Okay. Eight in the air. That leaves me at 1. They've got something else. Don't know what it is. Gotta put my hand down. I keep forgetting about that. Still getting used to this content creation thing. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 activations of Flame-Chan Mauler next turn. I keep calling it Flame-Chan. It's Flame-Chain. Flame-Chain Mauler. I wish I had a way to get rid of the Slumming Walker, but I just don't. I don't think there's anything in my deck that can get rid of it. My turn. There's the Tweeze. How does that change things? Oh, I know exactly how that changes things. Because I do this. We kill the Gold Meadow Nomad. Discarding a island. Draw a card. I got another land. Play the mountain. Pop this once, and then turn all the man sideways, right? Because if they double block the Flame-Chain Mauler... Whoa! Very cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. I think that's still dead. If you block that way. Oh, right! Tweeze can hit face. Oh, man. Brownie Man. Why are you so good at this game? Or conversely, why am I so mid? Tweeze can hit face. It's not just a removal spell. So I could have just won the game here. I think that's it for Tweezes too, so I literally have to do it now through combat. I can buff the Mauler twice, so that's going to deal 6 damage to them total, unblocked. They're going to gain 3 life. And then that should be game. Hopefully. Yeah, because if they use a removal spell... Yep, that's fine. Oh, they're going to have lifelink. Crap. Okay, so that sucks for me. Tweeze can hit face. That was on me. Good game, opponent. Hello, Redman09. Hey, did you guys know that Tweeze can hit face? So we'll start with the Torch Master. We've got the Tweeze. We've got some stuff, some big stuff. We'll keep this. It can hit face. But even though it can, I'm probably not going to this game because I have it so early. Oh, Squelcher. Just what my opponents love to see. So now they can't counter any of my stuff. I don't know that they would want to. Sure. So do I Tweeze now or do I just Ashling? If I'm Tweezing, what am I going to get rid of? The Torchmaster? Right now, the Gravegill Scoundrel doesn't actually concern me. But I think to best use my mana, I'm going to get rid of it anyway. There's a mountain. Perfect. Love to see it. And now we attack. Bop. And then we'll have Ashling next turn. Throw away whatever we get. Silvergill Peddler, sure. Ooh, the Sneakling. I'm not going to discard a card. Okay. So I'm going to play the Sneakling, and then maybe we draw a land, get the Hovel Hurler out. Ashling has a big kill me sign on it, but it's going to cost him a little bit of life. That's probably the worst thing you could target with the Blossom Bind. Unless you plan on removing Ashling outright. Because it's still going to give its, like, aura buff to everything. Sure. Draw a card, discard a card. Let's play my Sneakling after all. And we will trade the Sneakling for the Silvergill Peddler. Alright. I will pay to give me red. Play the Hovel Hurler. And get in for one. Okay. You want a vitamin? Okay, well, I'll give you a vitamin when I'm all done, okay, bud? So I'm not going to transform this time. Can I transform? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm going to not transform this time, but I am going to play Shine Striker. Draw 3 cards. I'll play that mountain. And then, yeah, sure, we'll attack with the Hovel Hurler. You can't do anything about it. Boom. Done. Ashling is a very good card. Very, very good card. Next turn, we flip Ashling again. Discard this island. Good game. Good game. Our opponent just didn't have any answers to whatever their problem permanent was. And we just got there. What do we have here? Steam Vents. We don't really have a good 2. But we have a 3. We've got some 4. Let's mulligan. Our deck can do better. Yeah, this is better. Oh, yeah. Do I want to blight either of these? I guess the Changeling wouldn't be a bad blight, so maybe we get rid of the Tweeze, which feels weird. Play this on 2, this on 3, assuming we draw any lands, this on 4. Blight the Changeling, which will give us... decline. Which will give us another... Yep, okay. Sure. You control. Perfect. Love to see that. Changeling... No attacks. Next turn I'll attack with the Changeling. If they block, which I don't think they will, but if they block, I'm going to be able to get the card right away. And if they don't block, I can play the Sourdough Auntie to kill the Changeling anyway and get a lot of power on the board. That's less than ideal. Goblins in this environment plays very aristocrat, and I'm happy to see it. Okay, so we're not going to play a land. We're not going to blight. We're going to attack with the Changeling. Do they want to trade one of their Chris Crafters? They do not. So I'm going to do this and play my Sour Bread Auntie. Blighting that, making 2 tokens, giving me a card to play next turn if I want to. Now I've got a million lands. So... hopefully we hit something that can get rid of them. Flame Chin Mauler is a very good card. Not a goblin. Cinder Strike. Okay, I was going to say, I don't know why they're targeting their Mauler and my creature. Sure, we will 2 for half ourselves. 2 for 1.5 ourselves. Yep. Oh, that's gross. Alright, deck. I could definitely use no more lands here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've drawn 3 spells this game. No blocks. Actually, that means I've drawn nothing but lands. Yep. If we can't fix our top deck soon, we're probably going to lose. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to these lands. And we're just going to pass the turn. Yep. I'm going to take 6 here. No blocks. Flamekin Guildweaver. And then I'm going to Cinder Strike, Blighting 1 to kill the Curse Crafter. I might be too far in the hole here, but we're going to try to fight back. If they have a removal spell, I'm definitely dead. If they've got a way to remove this Guildweaver without me trading it in for the Curse Crafter, I'm a dead man. So, let's see what they do. Yeah, okay. They win. GG's, opponent. So, that's going to be it for this deck, YouTube. We went 5-3, so we made profit a little bit. Plus, we got all of the packs that we opened for the draft, and the bonus packs that will be coming up shortly. So, did you enjoy this deck? What did you think of Elementals? I think that Ashling was an all-star, and if you can first pick it, just give it a shot. Elementals was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. This deck did better than I thought it was going to be, but in the end, it didn't even matter. I threw away a game because did you guys know that Tweez can go face? And I will catch you all tomorrow. Take care.